Welcome back to our station. And this session, we are going to review what has happened in All England, as well as how our previous prediction has somewhat been proven wrong or right. Right. So let's see. This is our champions of the All England. We have Shinichi, who is our predicted men's singles champion. He did it. Congratulations to him. Similarly, An Young also did not disappoint as the top seed and also our top pick for the champion for the All England Women's Singles. Seo and Kim as well did well to justify our prediction. Well, this is a little bit of a 50-50 prediction because we were actually um, looking into the match between Zudin and Gozefe against them. So whoever wins will win the tournament. So that was our prediction. And in that sense, we predicted it right as well. But in the women's doubles, I was rooting for the Fukushima and Matsumoto, but unfortunately they lost in the final. And we actually predicted the four semi-finalists, and two of them we got it right, which is two Japanese. But the biggest surprise definitely is in the mixed doubles category. Nobody expected Guo and Chen to actually lift the trophy. So this is the three stars, what we have correctly predicted. So here we go. Now, in terms of the men's singles, I would pick these two gentlemen to be the top performers in the whole tournament, right? Simply because, especially for Alex Lanier, he has defeated the reigning world champion Kunlavut Witisan with a straight games victory, and he actually, in a way, I don't really think that he is somewhat, a very it's a surprising set of results from him simply because I have already picked him as one of the uprising young talent for this year. So this win is not so surprising, but it is still a very positive result for Alex Lanier. And he went on to all the way to semi-finals. And in the semi-finals, when he was clashing with Li Jiahao, I think many of us was rooting for him to go into the final, but somewhat Li Jiahao has something else to talk about it. So he actually reversed the outcome of the match. He lost in the first game, but eventually able to, in a way, it's an upset win against Alex Lanier to set up a final encounter against Xu Yuqi. Undoubtedly, the disappointers in the men's singles category would be these three gentlemen. Victor Axelsen, who actually lost to Lin Chunyi. Well, yes, Victor has not been at his best for since the Olympics. He has not been, even before the Olympics, he wasn't that invincible anymore, right? And a couple of injuries here and there. But I thought that this defeat to Lin Chunyi is still a surprise because I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Victor actually has won the German Open. So I thought that with that, he might still be having that mindset and that momentum to do well in All England. But unfortunately, he lost in the very first round of the tournament. Now, the second disappointer would be Anders Andersen, another Danish, who lost tamely to Wang Ziwei. I do not know what happened in that match. I didn't watch that. But perhaps it could be due to the head-to-head court, or I don't know. It's just quite a disappointment because otherwise, if Anders can clear this round, I think he can go all the way to maybe the quarters and even the semi-finals. And the third disappointer would be Jonathan Christie, our reigning All England champion, who was tamely defeated by Lakshya Sen. Another very disappointing result for Jonathan Christie. In the women's singles, you can see that there isn't any expectation exceeded because all of the top players are actually in the quarters, semis, and even the finals. So, but I still would like to highlight these two slight disappointers from Poi Chuang because I was rooting for her to go all the way to the final because I think she has slowly rediscovered her good form recently, but she was somewhat tamely defeated by, not too surprisingly, by Wang Ziyi, who has done pretty well in this tournament, made it all the way to the final, justifying her second seed status. And even for Tomoka, yes, if you watch back my previous video, I didn't expect Tomoka to win against Akane Yamaguchi, but still, I felt that this could have been a sweet surprise, a sweet upset if Tomoka can pull off, especially if you look at the first set, the first game. It was a very tight score. So if only Tomoka could have seized the first game, maybe Tomoka would be the one who will be the expectation exceeder. In the men's doubles category, the my pick would be the two Indonesian doubles. First would be the Bagas Maulana and think Fikri, Leo Rolling Fernando, sorry. So they have actually defeated my pick for the finalists, Daniel Martin and Fikri, right? So I think in the second round they managed to defeat their compatriots. So and they went all the way to the semi-finals before they were defeated by another of their countrymen, Sabah Karyaman Gutama and Moreza, who is also another expectation exceeder that I picked here. If you look at the way they won Liang, Wei Keng and Wang Chang in the first round itself, very, very convincingly. Straight games, so and they also went all the way to the semi-finals. So this is definitely my pick for the expectation exceeders in the men's doubles category. The disappointers, unfortunately, are all Malaysians, beginning with Gosufei and Norizu. Well, this is not really a disappointment in the way that they have lost the match, but it's just the way that they have lost the match, you know. It's just a straight games, and there have been a couple of interesting rallies, but eventually the small little mistakes here and there has cost them dearly. And eventually, if you look at the score, it's just a very tame defeat to the predicted champion of Kim and Seo. And followed by Arif Junaidi and Yap Roy King, who was just very, very disappointing in their match against the unheralded pair from China. So it was really have to go back to the drawing board to figure out what to be done next. Similarly with Man Wei Chong and T Kai Woon, again, it is not the defeat that is giving us the disappointment. It is the way that they were just defeated empathically, right? It's just very disappointing, very one-sided defeat against He Jiting and Ren Xiangyu. In the women's doubles category, there were no expectation exceeders. I think the two Japanese pairs that I predicted, they have gone all the way to the finals, and the other two semi-finalists were also, you know, from China. So there isn't really much to be, you know, talk about because they are just favorites as well. But I just want to highlight that Kim Hae-jung and Kong Hee-young was really a disappointment, where they have lost well narrowly to Teresa Jolie and Gayatri Gopichan. Also, you might be wondering why I didn't include Lee So-hee and Peng Hana, because I think they were defeated by Jia Yifan and Zhang Shushen, which is also a potential strong contender for the title actually. For the mixed doubles, undoubtedly our expectation exceeder would be our champion. If you look at it, in the quarters they have created an upset against the strong French pair. They went on to defeat my pick of the champion, of the world champion, Jiang Zhenbang and Huang Dongping. And in the final, they finish the job by also defeating their compatriot by the slightest of margin, Feng Yanzi and Wei Yasing. So kudos to this pair. I think they have just started playing together since May last year, and look at the result that they can produce. Simply astonishing. And the other pair that I think has surpassed my expectation would be the Mares, so Gregory Mares and Jenny Mares from England, who actually has created an upset right in the first round itself, defeating quite a strong pair from Japan, Hiroki Midorikawa and Natsu Saito. Well, although they eventually lost in the quarterfinals, I think against Lee Jongmin and Che Yujun, but this is still a very sweet victory, and it's probably the best way that they can have to retire from competitive international tournaments. So happy retirement to Greg and Jenny, and yep, so that is it for this video. Oh, we still have a disappointer for the mixed doubles, undoubtedly. Chen Tangjie and Toh Yee. Now again, this defeat is not a surprise, but it's just the way that these two, or rather this Malaysian pair has played with very minimal communication throughout the match. That has actually cost them dearly. So really, Chen and Toh has to work things out in order to refine or rediscover their mojo to play their best again. So that is all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our station and comment down below of our analysis.